Alright, I know what you guys are thinking. Usually, you start your last year of the Nightmare videos from the intro screen. You know when they're trying to figure out what they have to do, that little plan that they put together to fight the killer and escape? Well, the reason I didn't do that with this video is because if you guys can see what's about to pop up on my screen, as you can see, 2 nicks, 3 nicks, 4 nicks, and again, right before the game starts, you guys are gonna be amazed by a 5th nick. Now, at this point, I should have just realized that these people were survived with friends, and with a name like Luke Gamer 09 and Sparky the Wolf, that this was gonna be a problem. No, I didn't. I said, you know what? Brian will be able to handle this, and I went ahead and I played the game. And that was a horrible mistake in the library, guys. I got bullied by these guys for literally 10 straight minutes. I could do nothing. I killed one of them, and that was about it. Which brings me to the title of this video. How do you play Last Year the Nightmare if you're playing a group of die-hard survive with friends? I'm talking about the survivors that never leave each other's sides. The buddy system. People that are stuck together. You can't separate them. You can't make them do objectives separately. And least, you can't get a kill. So these are my tips for playing Last Year the Nightmare against a group of survivors that will not separate. Alright, so first of all, I'm gonna start off with step number 1. You guys need to remember that Last Year the Nightmare is a game. Now, this isn't your Apex Legends or Fortnite, alright? This isn't gonna get a tournament title anytime soon, alright? This isn't competitive gaming, guys. If you take an L like how I just did with my slasher and you die, you just need to laugh it off and don't take it to heart too seriously. It's just a game, buddy. Everything's gonna work out properly. Don't worry about it. Now, moving on to step number 2, which you guys need to understand is that these survivors, even though you're playing as a killer, have a lot more influence and a lot more power than you have. They have tasers, they have pipe bombs, they have the ability to block in and out of your spawn if they want. They also have objectives that they have to complete, which is a lot easier when they complete them in groups. You need to understand that they have a significant advantage. Now, what you also need to look at is your advantages in playing position. Now, I cannot stress this enough in Last Year the Nightmare. You play as 3 different killers, not just 1. The element of surprise is something that you have on your side. When you die and you respawn, you come as a different killer. They don't know which killer you are yet until they see you, because the footsteps that they are seeing as survivors are just some red footprints on the ground. They have no idea who you are, so use the element of surprise to your advantage as much as possible. Step number 3, or tip number 3, you guys need to use spawn-ins. You need to spawn in areas that these survivors will not be thinking. Let them run into you, don't run towards them. Now, something that I always do is I try to pick off the survivor. As you guys can see, I was trying to take that Nick out by himself, and before you know it, I'm surrounded by Nicks. There's no way out. There's nothing for me to do. I'm getting pipe bombed, I'm getting gassed, I'm getting piped, and before you know it, I'm dead. Be mindful, guys. It might seem like a survivor is alone, but assess the area a little bit more before you go in for the kill, because you might end up being the one that's killed, all right, if that makes sense. But anywho, guys, another tip that I can give you for playing against die-hard survivors is try, instead of killing the survivors, to protect the objective. This game could have gone a lot different for me if I wasn't kill hungry. I'm not sure what I was trying to do this game. Watching it now, I played pretty stupidly. If I was protecting the objectives, instead of trying to get the Nicks that were teabagging me in the face, then I could have done a lot better. I really think I could have. Oh my God, look at that blind. Jeez, he didn't even give me a chance, and he stood right there next to me. But anywho, guys, yes, you need to be mindful of the objectives. These survivors cannot escape unless they complete the objectives. And if you waste their time enough and they can't complete the objectives, then the chance for them to escape becomes 0, and haha, you become one lucky winner and you get a 5K. But that is way easier said than done. Another tip that I can give you guys is when they're throwing pipe bombs, it's because they're finding a lot of scrap around the map. You guys need to haggle survivors that stay together. Now, if 5 people are in a room and there are 4 or 5 elements of scrap in the room, If you put gas in all of them, then they're not able to get scrapped, which makes them less likely to come running at you with shotguns and pipe bombs at the same freaking time. So you need to make sure that you're using all of your abilities as killer, and even then you might still end up on the floor like me. I mean, look at me. I'm dead and ugly. God damn, the slasher is ugly. Jeez Louise. But anywho, guys, yes, you need to protect the objectives. You need to make sure that you're putting gas in boxes so they are not making all of these things that can get in your way. You need to be mindful that you're playing as 3 different killers and not just one. Spawn into unwilling points and get them off guard. Let them run into you. Don't go to them like how I'm about to do, because I'm desperate to get at least 1 kill. All right, guys, and I have to say, even if you do all of this, there is still a chance that the survivors that you're playing with are better than you. I mean, come on, it's 5 against 1, guys. Just play the game and have fun. If you can't win all of them, don't be sour about it. Let the survivors get some too. The only reason we have this game as killers is because the survivors, they want to feel good and win. Okay, let them win 1 or 6 in a row. It doesn't really matter that my feelings are hurt. I think I've just been a really bad killer today. I don't know. I'll get over it. But anywho, guys, those were my tips of playing Last Year the Nightmare with a group of die-hard survivors, and I hope this really helps. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. What are some of your strategies to get survivors separated? What do you do to get them weak and try and get at least 1 kill from them? As you guys can see, despite all of that, all of the nicks escaped, and I got nothing. But anywho, I'm not too bugged about it. My name is Brian. This has been Brian on the Island, where we talk tech and gaming, and I will see you guys the next time I upload. If you're new to my channel, make sure you drop a like and a subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching, and I am out.